And good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 8th, and it's National Bubble Bath Day.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm older than Mr. Bubble.
Oh, I won't admit to anything.
Yes, I am. I never use Mr. Bubble. Well, on our show today, Stuart Spencer will be here with Advanced Ear Care. One of the products he's going to talk about just won an award from CES, believe it or not. We also have a couple guests from the Clown College, the Senior Clown Alley, and they will be here telling you about the Clown College that will be coming up in just about 3 weeks or so. And we're going to bring you a segment from our Thrive Project and also the Laguna Woods Bridge Club.
And meetings today, we have the United Board meeting, which will follow our show right at 9:30 in the boardroom. And then we also have the third finance meeting, which will be at 1:30 in the boardroom. And just to give you a little background on Mr. Bubbles, according to the AC Nielsen data, Mr. Bubbles is the #1 brand of bubble bath in the United States, where it's over 50 years old. Ken, how's that weather? Any bubbles?
No, well, there might be some bubbles out there today. That's always a possibility. And yeah, as I said, I am actually, Mr. Bubble came out when I was like about 11 years old. So I never used Mr. Bubble. We used to just use, dishwashing detergent or borax or whatever it was. As far as the weather goes, today really nice out there, 67, a little bit of clouds, but not much at all. And I have at least 67 today. Some areas of Orange County are going to be a bit warmer, so a really nice day today. As we get into tomorrow, there still is the chance of light drizzle. I would say it's about a 10% chance. Not much at all, but it is in the forecast. As we go forward, Thursday is going to be kind of similar to what we have today. Now, looking ahead, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way into next week, there are 3 systems that are coming in. And the first 2, Friday night, meaning 10:30, 11 o'clock or so here, overnight into Saturday morning, maybe like Saturday 9 o'clock at most. That system is weakening a little bit, but it should bring some scattered showers. Then the one on Sunday, you don't see it yet, but the same thing Sunday, but then looking ahead next week, Tuesday into Wednesday. So right now, we're kind of looking at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. Every single day is going to have a chance of anywhere from scattered light rain to maybe bouts of heavy rain coming in. So plan for that, all right? More than likely, the heavier stuff won't be till Tuesday and Wednesday. Here we are around Orange County today. Really nice weather. Everything is up by as much as maybe 5 degrees, as you can see. So really nice. Look at 70 degrees inland OC today. And, if anything, it could actually be a little bit warmer along the beaches. That is a possibility. Yesterday, again, I look at different temperatures from different sources and kind of average the beaches out. So that's why I put 63 degrees. But there could be a couple beaches that might even be a bit warmer than that. Big Bear 48 and Palm Springs 68. So just some beautiful weather today. And as I said, there is a chance of maybe early tomorrow morning some scattered showers. It shouldn't be much, but I want to tell you in case you got stuff outside, you don't want to get wet and you can kind of prepare for it. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Once I came to alignment, things changed.
Here, they take time with you, and if there's any question, they answers it.
It's a good place to go because those people there care about you.
They are a compassionate group.
It's almost like you're coming to a second home.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 40 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make new friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit our office at Clubhouse 4 or anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
Your attention. Please take down this number. Did you know that adults with untreated hearing loss experience a 30 to 40% faster decline in cognitive abilities and are more likely to develop dementia? Those with a mild hearing loss are 3 times more likely to have a history of falling. An annual hearing screening is urgent for memory care to help prevent cognitive decline and thus delay the onset of dementia. Free hearing checkups are now being offered free of charge. If you have not had an annual hearing exam, please take advantage of this free opportunity. If hearing loss is detected, hearing aids will be available to try for 10 days. Evaluations only take 30 minutes, but you must call for an appointment. Hearing screening is urgent for memory care. Please take preventive action. Call now.
And back with us today is Stuart Spencer of Advanced Ear Care. Always great to have you. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Ken. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, it's wonderful to have you here today. And there's a few things that we're going to talk about, but one of the first ones is with a product called Livio AI, and you're going to tell us about this. I know you've touched on it before, and it's with a Starkey, right?
That's right. So this is an amazing product. You know, hearing aids for so long have just been about helping people to hear better. You know, and of course, you know, that's the obvious. Yeah. You know, today, you know, with the, you know, Starkey's come out with the first hearing aid that has artificial intelligence in it, which means it can do a lot more than just help people to hear better. Yeah. The hearing clarity within itself is amazing. You know, I'm wearing them, you know, right now, and I mean, just the transparency of hearing is just so beautiful and clear. I don't even know I'm wearing the hearing aids. Wow. So, you know, that's number one, right? Yeah. You know, people always want to hear better, you know. But in addition to that, you know, every year, you know, every 11 seconds, I should say, you know, there is an adult in an emergency room for a fall, right? Right. And getting cared for, 12 million people a year. So the new Livio hearing technologies will detect when they fall. Wow. And send out a phone message or a text message to their pre-designated contacts so they can identify where they're at and try to get in communication with them. If they can't, it geotags where the person's at and sends the first alert help. Is that amazing?
That's amazing.
So no more life alert around your neck. Yeah. You know, you can just wear your hearing aids and it'll take care of the issue for you. So that's kind of a fun one. The other thing that's coming into really a different dynamic altogether is monitoring your heart rate. So the hearing aid can monitor your heart rate. You know, how many people have heart issues, right? Yeah. Quite a few, you know, so they always want to make sure, your doctor always wants to make sure where that information is at and what's going on, let alone the person themselves can now see exactly what's going on with their heart rate. And just, you know, in general, people with fitness, you know, I mean, I know when I'm working on a treadmill, you know, a lot of times I wear, you know, the little band around my chest to get my heart rate so I can keep it a certain level, to know I'm maximizing the output, the effectiveness of the workout. So this measures your steps, how many steps you take a day. It'll measure your heart rate, which will be very important information for your medical doctors. And then in addition to that, you tap the hearing aid and you can connect to your Google Assistant and ask it any question you want to. Is that amazing?
Yeah, that is amazing.
So you can say, hey, what's in the forecast for today, you know, for the weather? And
wait, that's what I'm for.
Yeah. Hey, what's Ken doing today? Yeah. So, I mean, this is just taking it to a whole different level. Yeah. And really, you know, people think, oh, well, you know, I may or may not use those. You know what? People are going to start using it a lot more because they're so functional and so effective, and they'll become an interactive part of people's lives. And we're really excited to be on the cutting edge of that and be able to offer that to our hearing aid wearers.
That's amazing where the technology is going. And, well, you know, what's really neat about this is, and I think when you mentioned this once before, I said I can see a time when people will wear this type of device even if they don't need the hearing part of it.
That's exactly where it's
You know,
going, Ken.
yeah.
You know, I mean, it'll be a device that helps people, you know, instead of looking at their phone, they'll just have
Right.
it on their hearing aid and they'll be able just to interact with it just seamlessly. You
Yeah.
know, that's exactly where it's headed. You know, even we even have people that, you know, we're at a technology conference saying, oh, I want one, I want one. You
Yeah.
know, they didn't even have hearing loss.
Yeah.
You know, they just wanted it for all the other features. So I think you're exactly right. That's where this technology's headed.
Yeah, very good. That's exciting. So are they the same size? And,
Yep.
and of course they connect to an app and
That's right.
all that. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, and you stream your phone calls right to the hearing
Wow.
aids, and you know it's beautiful. Anything that comes out of your phone actually streams to the hearing aids, whether
Yeah.
it's an iBook or you know music or you know whatever
Wow.
you want to listen to. Yeah.
And you know, the thing is with this type of technology, you know, eventually the prices come down on these and with
Absolutely.
everything tech.
There's a full line of hearing aids. I mean
Yeah.
that are all different price points, and we can help anybody with any budget. You know,
Yeah.
and so it's really really nice.
Very good. Now, speaking of that, tell us about your brand promises.
You know, I thought I'd bring that up today because, you know, we talk a lot, you know, every month about, you know, what's going on in advanced ear care. And really the core, you know, for us, you know, is our brand promises, you know, and, you know, what we look at is, you know, really having a precise custom solution and for everybody. And that may seem kind of simple, but really it's complicated with individuals and their various types of hearing losses, their issues, their physical abilities to manipulate hearing aids or put them on or use them to their most effectiveness. So, you know, we really work hard at doing that. You know, we have what we call a concierge level care for people. So people notice that difference,
Yeah.
you know, and they come in, they say, you know, you guys are just different than everywhere else I go. You know, and it's the care we show because we really do care
Yeah.
about them, and we make them feel comfortable, and we give them the best kind of results. And of course, we always do the verified best hearing. You know, so we know we're maximizing the hearing that they have remaining and giving them the best hearing we possibly can. So those are our brand promises, and we deliver that with everybody that comes in the door. So we're excited about that. It's a new year, so you always kind of look at those
Yeah.
type of things.
Well, I've known you for a
moving
long
forward.
time, and I would say just knowing you, you're like that. That's just your personality.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks,
Yeah.
Ken.
Well, a record year for referrals, right?
Right. So along with that care, you know, kind of comes hand in hand. You know, our people are happy, so they go out and tell other people, their friends and family. This was a record year for us having referrals from existing patients that were happy with our hearing aids. So, you know, it just kind of verifies we're doing a great job. You know, it gives me a really good feeling to know that our patients have that kind of confidence in us so that they can share that with other people and know
Yeah.
when they come in, we'll treat them the same way. So it was a record year. So thanks to everybody out there who referred somebody to us, one of our patients, and just thanks for your loyalty and all of your good patronage.
All right. Now let's get to the area itself. And are they finished over there? at the
Wow,
shopping
you know,
center?
they're really getting close.
Yeah.
You know, where we're at now is they just have a few of the finishing touches to put on kind of the face of it. They're doing a little bit more landscaping. A lot of businesses are moving in, doing
Yeah.
all their build outs. So it's really getting kind of exciting, you know, to see
It's
all that.
taken a long
kind of
time.
Yes, it has.
Yes.
Taken a long time. I always say, you know, they're about 10 years too late, but, you know, at least they're getting it all wrapped up, and it really does look beautiful.
Didn't I
If you've been
see you
over
out there one day chipping away at the old bricks and stuff? And, you know?
Probably.
Yeah.
Trying to hurry it along.
But yeah, it's nice. It's just about ready to be completed over there, and some new businesses will eventually
Come
go
over
in.
and see us. Yeah.
Yeah. Your sign is back up.
No,
no.
our new sign is on its way.
Okay.
So, you know, it took us some time to develop what we wanted, but we've got it all figured out and, you know, got the permits and things like that, so it won't be too
great.
long.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Great to have you here today.
Always
As
great to see you,
always,
Ken.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
And maybe you can, I know this is in your ear, but maybe you can bring, next time you come on, maybe bring them, we can put them out on the table. And take a
Sure,
look
that'd be
at 'em.
great. Love to do it. And don't forget about our newsletter that people can get every month.
Yeah. And how do they sign up for that?
You know, just give us a call.
Okay.
At, you know, 949
354
0079.
He has to look at
Yeah.
Or advancedearcare.com, right?
That's right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. You take care, and we'll
Thanks,
be back.
Ken.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, Verified Best Speech Clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
Before the next earthquake, take 30 seconds to refresh your memory about these important disaster preparedness tips. Make a family emergency plan. Decide how you'll get in touch with each other, where you'll go, and what you'll do in an emergency. Build a disaster supply kit with enough water, food, and emergency supplies to last at least 3 days. It's important to have disaster supply kits for work, cars, and pets too. Find and fix items in your home that might hurt someone by moving, breaking, or falling during an earthquake. Know how to react safely when the ground shakes. If you're inside, stay there. Remember to drop, cover, and hold on. Drop down onto your hands and knees and cover your head and neck with your arms to protect yourself from falling objects. If you can move safely, crawl under a sturdy desk or table and hold on to one of the legs until the shaking stops. After an earthquake, help people who are hurt or trapped. Call 911 for emergencies only. Check your home for damage, including gas or water leaks, damaged wiring, or downed power lines. Protect your family and your home by making a plan, building a kit, and practicing disaster drills at least twice a year. Be sure to visit readyoc.org for more information on emergency preparedness and alertoc.com to sign up for emergency alerts and notifications. We want you to be prepared for a disaster just as much as you do.
Welcome back. Well, I have Ann Gunther and Jerry Getson here, Happy Heart the Clown, and the co-president of Laguna Woods Senior Clown Alley, and they're already cracking me up with all their stuff here. Welcome, ladies.
Thank
Happy
you.
Heart, heart to heart.
Yes,
right? Very
exactly.
cute. All right, Ann, so tell me.
I'm Princess Pipsqueak on the show.
That's right.
Yeah, you can call me Pipsqueak.
Next time I want you ladies to wear your stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about first, the college, or do you want to talk about your event?
The reason we're here is to talk about Clown College.
Okay, all right, so let's
Yep.
talk about Clown College first, and then we'll talk about some of the stuff that you brought with us.
Okay, shall we give the dates?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, it starts on, oh, I can write down when it starts.
It starts on Tuesday, January 29th.
Which is coming up very shortly.
Right.
And it ends on April 16th.
But the graduation is on the 13th in Clubhouse 6.
Okay, so what do you do in Clown College?
Okay, can I read a little poem first?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
She's our poet laureate.
It's a ditty I just wrote today because I think it's important to think about being a clown.
Okay.
Please think of joining Clown College, we ask. It's a way to spread joy and it's never a task. A lighthearted way to have fun is to clown. You'll find it's a pleasure for you and for folks all around. Just save Tuesdays 2 to 4 and be at Clubhouse 2 and you'll find yourself being the jolliest you.
Oh, that's cute. Wow,
Really?
you just pulled that off, huh?
Right.
She writes real big, long, elaborate ones. I wanted to give, now, if you're interested, you have any questions, you can call Okie Dokie. And her phone number is 466-4228.
Okay.
466-4228. And Okie Dokie will answer all of your questions and more.
She's our Clown College Dean.
Okay.
She'll be teaching it, and she's wonderful, very experienced.
Okay.
And
So we'll definitely talk about the dates at the end of our interview, but why don't you tell me what Clown College is all about? I mean, what is, I don't really know because I've never interviewed you guys before.
Oh.
So tell me what it's about.
Learning to be a clown, learning, well, first you have to pick a name. That's not the first thing, but we have to pick our name so that we can call each other by our name.
Mm-hmm. How does that work? Like, do you pick a name,
No,
or
you
do they
pick
have
your-
a collective
well,
group?
People can help you if you need help.
well, I just happen to think, why be a clown and I think it's to bring everybody the happiest heart they have. So I have to be a happy heart myself.
Okay.
And as soon as I chose this name and I got a happy heart outfit with hearts all over it and a flimsy hat and whatever, I started feeling like an ambassador of goodwill and happiness wherever I go. And I walk down the street, even if I'm not in clown, I say good morning, and it just gives you a lighter feeling of the right to own joy.
Oh, that's a
wonderful
nice way to put it. How about you? How'd you come up with your name?
Well, I had some input from people, and somebody said Pipsqueak, and that seemed to fit. And then, but I really am a princess.
Oh, wait.
I'm
Princess
a princess.
Pipsqueak.
Yes, so I had to
combine
be
the two, right?
princess first.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But
She's
now,
adorable.
how many? 19 years later,
Oh my
because I went to
gosh.
clown school in 2000.
Okay.
We've gotten it down to Pipsqueak.
Okay.
Or Pip.
Or Pip, or
Pip, or
Pip,
Pete.
Pipster. That's how I got my name.
So when you guys all get together, what do you do?
We have a meeting the second Wednesday of every month from 10 to 2. 10 to 12, and then we go out to lunch for whomever's interested.
Okay.
And we try to have a program after each part of the business meeting where you learn better how each faction of being a clown works. So there are meetings on how to dress, and you'll buy or make shoes that are funny. I mean,
Those are
who
great
would
shoes.
usually?
Aren't those wonderful?
But you put on pom-poms and
Sure.
toys and sparkles and
Okay.
whatever. And how to make things out of silly nothings. Now, this is a pot holder. We made a puppet out of it.
Oh, isn't that cute? What a good idea.
This is Rosie.
Oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh.
And
Kazoos. We decorate our kazoos.
Okay.
yeah, we also have face painting lessons and also improv. Roxanne Kine from the Saddleback Emeritus program will be coming to show us how to move and to be more impressive and expressive.
Okay.
But clown school, let's get back to clown school, because she's not.
Okay.
Is she teaching a class? Maybe they could get her to teach a class. Anyway, we start off with our name, and then we have to pick our nose.
Pick out. Oh,
Yeah.
well, don't pick your nose.
Yeah.
I know. We talked about the red dot, which
Yeah.
you said you don't do. You put sparkles.
We
you
ask
can
people
use
to
that
pick
one.
their nose
Right. Yeah.
in
Yeah.
public.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of noses.
So right. So you could use any kind of nose.
Yes, and then we decide whether we're going, what kind, we learn to do makeup, and we have either the white face, which is, we don't have many white face clowns, and we have the agoost. And the agoost is the silly clown.
Okay.
And that's
That's what I prefer to be. You know, since 1986, Stephen King, who I'm not very pleased with these days, introduced a scary clown. And that fear has been growing all over the world. There are places where they've injured clowns. But anyway, we are elderly, sweet, gentle people who just want to do a community service of lifting people's spirits.
Exactly.
And come and join us because it's wonderful.
Now
Here's
look
a
at how
picture.
cute you guys all look there.
Yeah, that's
adorable.
Oh, that's Christmas, yes.
Yeah, we go for the
A couple of years ago.
special needs people. They love to dance with us. We take pictures with them. One of the things you learn as a clown is this is a pump.
the balloon.
You blow up balloons. You know how to make dogs and dinosaurs and.
Is that part of the class? Is that you guys
yes,
have? Oh,
the
that's
class,
great.
yes.
Okay.
How to do walkabout fun things and puppets. Now this happens to be, it's called the butterfly, but what I say is, it wasn't named right. There's no butter on it. It's a flutterfly.
A flutterfly.
So we
That's
have
cute.
fun with puppets. We march in parades.
Okay.
We do birthday parties. We hostess at the Aquedettes. But the best part is we're good friends. It's more like a family than
Right.
anything. And it's the dearest, sweetest, nicest, kindest, fun people. And we laugh. We have so much fun. Sometimes we're asked to bring something into the meeting that is unusual looking, and you put it in the middle of the floor, and people have to say what else it could be used for rather than, or they don't even know what it is.
Right.
And we laugh. It's so much fun. So
How
come
many-
join
Back
us.
to Clown College.
Okay.
So let's get back to what?
Okay.
How many? Well, first of all, how many people do you have in your clown
45?
group now?
45.
45
And
right
they
now.
range
Is there a
in age.
maximum of how many you want,
no,
or does
the
it
more
as many
the
as you want?
merrier.
No,
But
okay.
we range in
It
age from
fluctuates.
55 to 97.
Wow. Okay.
And they still get dressed and they still participate, tell
That's
jokes,
great.
sing. We go to the senior centers and we make them sing with us, and we march in with our ukuleles and just try to bring an uplifting experience.
But what they learn, I mean, interrupt and say, what they learn in clown school, they need to go through clown school before they can actually go out and do those fun things
12 weeks
with people.
So it's now, what if they miss a week? Can
That's
they make it
okay.
up somewhere?
They can make it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about
they get a
it.
booklet and they get a different lesson each week, and we bring in. We even have some old costumes that they can help try to put together, or they can create their own.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good point. We have a costume closet where people who clowned and then they've stopped clowning donate their costumes.
Oh, perfect.
So people will not have the responsibility of just coming up and spending the money on a clown costume. We probably have something in the clown closet that they'll be able to incorporate into who they want to be at the time.
Okay.
In the meantime, the dollar store has become our best friend. We go down there and find the most adorable things to play with and introduce to make people have different funds than they expected.
That's great.
They would.
That's good. So let's reiterate the dates again. It starts on Tuesday, January 29th, and it ends April 16th, and it's from 2 to 4, and that's weekly on Tuesdays.
Yes, in Clubhouse 2.
In Clubhouse 2.
Los Olivos room.
In the Los Olivos room. Okay.
And there's a hotline too that you can call.
Right. Let's read that one more time. Was that on the back?
It's right there.
No, it was on the bottom.
Which one is it? This one?
This is the hotline.
So the hotline is 949-339-7841. Okay, perfect. Now they can also probably find information on the Laguna Woods website as well under Clown.
Yes, and let's give them again Okie Dokie's number.
And Okie Dokie's number is 949-466-4228. Well, perfect,
and come
ladies.
join us. You will always be happy you made that decision. I promise you.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you ladies are adorable. Thank you for being on. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
And remember that the Clown School starts very soon. That's January 29th and ends April 16th, and that's every Tuesday. Go clowning around. We'll be right back after this. Let me see how cute.
The flutter?
This one, yeah. I can just...
choice for wood flooring and more is LA Carpet.
Now during their 2-day sale, visit their showroom now and get 65% off wood flooring, laminate, and waterproof flooring.
Plus, get 5-year, 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
I'm Cindy Whitney, and today we're going to be spotlighting someone who is thriving in the village. Now, many of you are aware of the Thrive Project, which is an initiative in Laguna Woods where residents can go out and capture someone with their smartphone, either with a video or a still image, and they can post it online so everyone can see it. Or you may be tuning in on Thursday mornings at 9:30 on Village Television to see the Thrive Project show. Well, today we're going to be spending some time with a self-admitted thriver, and we're here in the photo lab at Clubhouse 4 talking with Mark Rabinowitz. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Cindy.
Nice to see you.
Always good to see you, too.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to start by asking you a question.
Ask away.
And the question is, I think the term thrive is kind of an abstract concept where everybody sort of has a different idea of what it is.
Sure.
What does thriving mean to you?
Thriving to me is happiness in my retirement. It's meeting new folks that bring happiness to me. It's doing new things that I've never done before. It's kind of a cumulative situation where you start putting all these little pieces together, and you look in the mirror one day and say, wow, this is kind of fun.
Oh, so it's sort of like adding another dimension to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay, that's a great definition of thriving.
That's mine.
It is yours, exactly. That's exactly what we want. So I will ask you, how are you thriving here? What is it that you do that gives you that feeling?
Okay, it's involvement. It's working with people. People have said to me, many folks, God, you're always so busy.
Yeah.
And the answer is, yeah, I am busy, but I'm busy by choice. I do all the photography work for the theater groups, both Old Pros and Theater Guild. I'm president of the Camera Club here where we're standing. I've been on the board of the Camera Club since 2011. I'm on the Trading Post up at TV6, and just all kinds of other little things. I do a lot of photography work for the village through VMS. So I'm always moving, and that to me, well, it's what I did in my career. It was always moving, and so that's what I know, and I'm very happy doing that.
So is it safe to say that part of your thriving experience is to know that the results of your creative efforts are enhancing somebody else's experience here, because you're putting things in different media, you're showing behind the scenes of the Performing Arts Center and other things like that that people wouldn't get to see, so you're helping them thrive too.
Well, you're going to get a short answer to your question. The answer is yes.
No,
exactly.
I don't want a short answer.
Okay, no short answer.
That's all right.
I got started photographing for the Old Pros about 4.5 years or so ago. David Deering asked me to come photograph Shakespeare out in Clubhouse 1 out in the patio. Yes. And that was the slippery slope. I stepped onto it and I've been sliding ever since. And that led to more photography work for the Old Pros, and then the Old Pros, there's so many crossover people between the Old Pros and the Theater Guild that I started photographing for the Theater Guild as well as the Old Pros. And it was headshots, and it was cast party slideshows. Right. And then David and I started working together on a lot of that. And then it just one thing led to another, and it's just been a joy, because I've met so many people who have opened up so many avenues to me. And then, like I said, I've been photographing for VMS for Heather up in the building, and the rec department, and just more and more they keep, can you go do this, can you go do that, and yeah, and I meet new people that way. It just grows.
It's great. I'm going to say something on behalf of the person who might say, I don't know what thriving would look like for me.
Yeah.
That's your thriving, but I don't know. I don't know as if I would even know it. So I'm going to take you back into your previous work life.
Sure.
I know that you did sales and marketing.
Right.
Was there anything there that led you to this, or what was your process of becoming so involved in things here?
Well, I think I can answer that this way. In my career, I learned to succeed. And one success led to 2 more, and 2 more led to 4 more, and it just kept snowballing. There were certainly things that happened that didn't succeed, but I knew I could do it. And I found that in knowing I could, I wanted to. And so I kept pressing forward. And it's been the same thing here, no different.
Right.
There have been things that I've succeeded at here in the village, things that I haven't. Good example, Sheila Bianca asked me to go up and see Stephanie up at Channel 6 because they needed somebody on the Trading Post. I thought, I've never been on TV before. But I went and sat down and started working with Sally, and we just hand in glove type of situation, became fun. And now I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's a joy to go up and do this.
Yeah.
And that's part of the way I thrive.
And that's a good point. It's fun, because if it were a task or it was something that you had to labor over or you really didn't want to do it and you sort of woke up and got, oh gosh, I've got to go
to work, yeah.
No, so it's not any of that. It's just something joyful, and you say, I look forward to doing that.
There are mornings that I'll wake up this week being the week prior to Christmas. I've had nothing on my calendar except the trading post today. Yesterday, I woke up and said, okay, going to the gym. Never got there. Sat in my bathrobe all day and just worked on stuff.
Yep.
And that was thriving.
Yeah. What a luxury that is, isn't it?
Delightful.
You know,
I love retirement.
I have self-directed life. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. But that's part of the way I thrive here.
Yes.
And I don't know how else to do it.
But
it's keep moving forward, keep doing,
yes.
keep involving, keep working with the people and meeting new people and growing as a village resident.
Yes. And I think also, I know that you're involved in educating people too.
Yes.
People that come into the camera club or people that take classes here, Saddleback and so forth. So you have set up an environment for them to succeed and to become interested in photography. And I think a lot of people have always wanted to do that. So you help them get there. Because I think thriving is either something that you never thought you'd do, or something that you always thought you'd do. And so either one of those things, if you're doing those, that's pretty cool in your retirement.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Again, it's success.
Yes.
You find you do something and you do it and you do it again and it gets a little better and you do it again and it gets even better. Yeah. And suddenly someone walks up to you and says, wow, you're really doing a good job. And you think, ooh, maybe I'm succeeding at what I'm trying to do, and that's thriving.
Besides that personal satisfaction, you get validation from someone else, which is always nice, isn't it?
Well, it's always nice to have a pat on the back.
It is.
But the key is, you've got to get up off the couch and go do it. Something.
Exactly.
Try it.
Exactly, exactly. Well, I can't thank you enough for allowing us to come into your great photo lab today and to talk with you and ask you about your thriving experiences so that you can share those with others and hopefully inspire somebody else to think about taking those steps so that they can be thriving too.
If I inspire one person in this village, I will be thriving.
Inspired me. Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
It's nice to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Thank you. Well, that's our little bit for today. If you're interested in being on our little segment spotlighting someone thriving in the village, please contact Village Television at the address listed below. And be sure and watch the Thrive Project Thursday mornings at 9:30 a.m. on Village Television. See you soon.
The all-new 3-row Subaru Ascent. Room for up to 8 passengers. Choice of second-row captain's chairs or bench seating. Standard eyesight driver assist technology. Coming from Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever.
Irvine Subaru. Get your new Subaru here with 2 years complimentary maintenance included.
Welcome back. I have John Lube and Margaret Bennett who are here with the Bridge Club. They've got 2 very exciting upcoming events that we need to tell you about. So welcome both of you. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
So John, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit about the Bridge Club. I know you've been on before, but maybe there's some new people who haven't heard.
Well, the Bridge Club's one of the largest clubs in Laguna Woods. It has about 600 members. And we're part of a bigger organization called American Contract Bridge League.
Okay.
And so it's a national organization that runs bridge clubs all over the country. And I think there's 3,200 or something like that bridge clubs around the country.
Wow.
And we're probably the second largest in the country. At one time we were the largest, but a club in New York combined, and they became a little bigger than we are.
Man, so 600 members, that's a lot.
It is.
That's a lot. Is it all on one day or is it varying days?
We play bridge almost every day of the week.
Okay.
Usually the game is from 12:30 to 4. And we have about 160 to 200 people a day playing bridge.
Man, that is a lot of people.
And there's, most of the bridge is duplicate bridge, but a couple days of the week there's a progressive bridge. And our programs in teaching bridge and learning bridge are for anybody. It isn't necessarily just duplicate. It would be for anybody that wants to learn bridge, and it's a great social game, great game for your brain. You might expand on that.
Yes, let me. I'm proud to say that Laguna Woods has something unique in the world of bridge in that they combined with a major, well, I should say a world-renowned research institute to do a longitudinal study, which means over a 25-year period. And the research institute is the University of California, Irvine. And the study showed not only the benefits of bridge, but ranked bridge as #1 in maintaining your cognitive skills and deferring any kind of dementia or problems with your brain later in life.
So now, why bridge versus anything else?
Well, it stretches your brain, and you never learn all there is. It's an ongoing process of learning. So there's a competitive aspect, there's a learning aspect, and it's a social aspect.
Right.
And so it's a great game to learn for life.
So when there's accounting and an adding and things like that too,
It's a partnership game, so you have to communicate, and counting is very important. If you really don't count, you can't improve your game. I mean, you're not only counting the cards and what has been played, but you're trying to estimate what points either you or your partner or your opponents have, so you can figure out where the winning cards are.
Pretty strategic moves, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I know that.
And it's fun.
Well, and it's fun too. You guys, well, I don't think if you have 600 members, so something's going right.
And I think the social aspect is really important too, because it gets you up every day, it gets you dressed, gets your makeup and your hair done, and it gets you out there in the world.
John, you're makeup and hair?
There are some benefits. I met my wife in the beginning bridge class.
There you go. That's
here
great.
in Laguna Woods.
Right. Well, you're right. I mean, the social aspect of it is important. And, you know, for those people who say, oh, you know, I don't want to go out or I want to do anything, but that would just be a nice way to get out, like you said, even just to learn, right? Or meet people or whatever you need to do.
So we have a class coming up on January 20th.
Okay.
That is for anybody that is interested in learning to play bridge.
Okay.
You don't have to have any experience. You don't have to know an ace from a king. But it's a process where you can learn the game.
Okay.
And it's a one-day program that you kind of gets the basics of learning bridge.
Okay.
And it's on January 20th. And from, I think, 10:30 there's coffee. The lessons start from 11 to 4.
Right.
And there'll be a lunch involved and that type of a thing.
Okay.
And we have 2 instructors that are nationally certified that are doing it.
Okay.
And it's just a great program to get started. Then we'll have a follow-up class after that to learn, you know, to keep you interested and learn a little bit more about it. Find a partner, those kinds of things.
Okay.
That'll start after that Learn Bridge in a day.
Okay. And that was a $25 cost, and that includes lunch, correct?
Well, bagels first and then lunch later.
Lunch. Okay, fantastic.
And study materials. There are
good.
handouts that the students can keep and refer to later.
Oh, good, good. And they can bring those. Can they bring those with them to play bridge as well? The instructions or not?
Well, in the beginning bridge classes, you can. Once you get into a certain level, you know, you can't have aids. You have to, you know, rely on your memory.
Okay, gotcha.
There
gotcha.
you go.
Yeah.
The memory.
Sometimes I have to have my little cheat sheet. You know, so. Okay, and then Margaret, let's talk about what you provide. So bridge basics.
Yes, we're using the Audrey Grant series. Okay. It's a series of 3 books. And so there's 3 sets of lessons. Okay. The first session I taught starting on October 5th, and it ran through the beginning of December. And it really covered most of what they cover in Learn Bridge in a Day. As John said, you don't even have to have ever played cards before, because we start at the very beginning. There are 52 cards in a deck. There are 4 suits, and the value of the aces, kings, queens, and jacks. Okay. So we really start people from the beginning. But there's also people that played a bridge in college, and they want a refresher, and they want to learn the new techniques. Exactly. Because bridge is an evolving game. Actually, it's 300 or 400 years in an evolution, and we keep improving on techniques to communicate to our partner exactly what we have in our hand and where we should be going to either make a contract or defeat the opponents.
Okay, well, it sounds very interesting. So that starts January 4th and it goes through February 15th.
Yes, that's the second session.
Oh, okay, and it's 7 classes.
Correct.
Okay, and that was for $50 for all 7 classes. Or
Correct.
you can do $8 for a single session.
Yes, and then of course you need to buy the book, and we provide the book. It's a total of $12.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
And the book is wonderful because not only does it reinforce the lesson, but there are examples. There are hands that you can review and learn from on your own. And I really encourage students after the lesson to go back and keep reinforcing what you're learning, because it's like building blocks. Okay. You start at the very beginning and then you add this level and you add this level, and that's what makes the game so exciting.
So I want to ask both of you 2 questions, and I want to hear each of your answers. So in your opinion, what is the most fun about bridge and what is the most challenging?
Well, the most fun is meeting new people and having experiences. We get to go to tournaments in many different places in the world. As a matter of fact, I took a cruise of the Western Caribbean, and I competed in bridge on the cruise, so that was fun. But you know, we go to places like, I've been to Hawaii to play bridge, and well, Las Vegas. You don't have to go to play bridge in Las Vegas, but I did. Yeah. Next year I'm going to San Francisco. Okay. So I'm doing a little bit of traveling, but more important for me is I have met so many wonderful people who have enriched my life in so many different ways. Right. So that's the fun part. The challenging part is the game itself, because there are so many components to it. Basically, there's the bidding, and then there's the play of the hand. If you bid and win the contract, you have to be able to make that contract. And then, if you're an opponent, you have to be able to defeat that contract just by what cards you play. That's how you communicate to your partner, by the card you play. If it's high, it means one thing. If it's low, it means another thing.
Oh, I see.
And it's like peeling back an onion. Right. And just learning. The more you learn about bridge, the more you realize you need to learn.
So there's more layers after layers.
Yes. You have to learn. You never learn all of it.
Right, right. And how about for you?
Well, several things. My wife and I love to travel to play the bridge tournaments as well. So we're in Palm Springs recently. We're going on a bridge cruise in March. And so that's fun. But I think the game itself is the most fun to learn. To figure out why somebody else made one more trick than I did, or why I did better than somebody else. The competition of it, to me, is the exciting part of the game.
All right. And how about the most challenging?
Keep learning.
Yeah,
keep getting better at it.
Okay.
If you're a lifelong learner, this is the game for you.
Oh, well, it sounds very exciting. And the fact that you travel to compete is really interesting, too, that there's actually, I guess for any type of sport or card game, you could probably find that. But I like the fact that all these folks...
It's kind of like when I grew up, I traveled to play golf. Well, now I play golf and I play bridge.
There you go. You can maybe there's a combined one where you can do golf and bridge. Oh, is there really? Yes. That is awesome.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's great. Well, thank you both so much. So we've got you with your classes starting January 4th through February 15th.
The second of 3 parts.
Right. Okay, the second of 3 parts. All right, got it. And then for you, January 20th.
Right. I just want to add on one thing. What the Bridge Club does is about 2 or 3, sometimes a year, they offer classes for people to learn bridge. Okay. So it's an ongoing thing. Her class started in October for a beginning bridge. Now she's doing the second part of it. We're starting a brand new Learn Bridge in January 20th, and there'll probably be another one in the spring. Right. But there are always, opportunities to get involved and learn bridge.
Okay. You don't have to always just wait for the class. You can come at certain times during the week or the month. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you both so much. It was very nice to hear about all the exciting stuff going on at the Bridge Club.
Okay,
it's fun.
Very good.
All right, thank you. And as you've heard, bridge is fun. So you guys get out there and get in touch with them and start either a new opportunity or refresh an old one. We'll be right back after this.
We all know there's no place like home. You want to stay in your own home, but day-to-day tasks are getting more difficult to manage. Acticare is the solution. We are the trusted care partner in your community with 5-star reviews. You've taken care of others all your life. Now is the time to let us help you. In-home care is a safe and effective way to help you remain living independently in the comfort of your own home.
Acticare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free.
Breast cancer takes patients down paths they never expected, and Memorial Care Comprehensive Breast Center at Saddleback can help navigate the way. We provide multidisciplinary breast care services for the early detection, diagnosis, and treatment of breast cancer using state-of-the-art technology in a personalized environment designed to meet the needs of each woman.
It takes a team effort to provide compassionate care. At Health Plus Medical Supply and El Toro Pharmacy, your personal attention is our top priority. We have everything you need, including stair lifts, rollators, knee walkers, wheelchairs, power wheelchairs, scooters, and car lifts. And we provide all maintenance and installation. Health Plus is located inside El Toro Pharmacy, where we provide the same compassion for your pharmacy and drugstore needs. Located in Moulton Plaza.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha-Na-Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.
Welcome back. Our Friday movie is Operation Finale, and that is based on a true story of a team of secret agents that set out to track down the Nazi officer who masterminded the Holocaust. Director Chris White's historical thriller is based on the story of how a group of Israeli secret agents arrested notorious SS officer Adolf Eichmann, the man who masterminded the final solution in Argentina. Oscar Isaac plays the legendary Mossad agent Peter Matkin, while Ben Kingsley plays his emotional, manipulative arch-nemesis. After tracking Eichmann down to Buenos Aires, Malkin and his men captured him and brought him to Israel for a historic 8-month trial, and that is based on a true story, and that will be Friday, January 11th at 2 and 7 p.m. Then we also have on Monday, we have The Little Mermaid, and that is not the animated Little Mermaid, and it's not Disney's Little Mermaid. It's a young reporter and his niece discover a beautiful and enchanting creature they believe to be the real Little Mermaid. They decide to skip having the fish and chips for dinner and get to know her. Stars Shirley MacLaine, William Moseley, Poppy Drayton, and Loretto Peralta, and that'll be on Monday, January 14th at 2 and 6 p.m. Okay, so some announcements for you. We have the Orange County Grand Jury. So if you want to join the Orange County Grand Jury, you can do that. You can help ensure that the performance of county, city, and other local agencies are under proper and ethical guidelines, improve government with your recommendations, respond to citizens' complaints and local government, and many more things. Application and information are available at ocgrandjury.org, or you can call their hotline at 657-622-6747, and you need to do all of this by January 18th. So make sure you go ahead and get that taken care of as soon as possible. We also have a Lunar New Year this time of year. It's the Year of the Pig. That'll be on Sunday, January 27th, and it's a multicultural fair from 11 to 2, and the main performance is at 6:30, and that looks like a very good time. And for more information, you can always call the Performing Arts Center's box office, which is 597-42889, looks like. And then after that, we've also got Pour and Paint. There's a lot of fun things going on. This is in February, so that's Thursday, February 7th from 6 to 8 p.m., and that'll be in Clubhouse 1. Come for a night of paint, wine, and fun. Relax and meet new people and recreate a masterpiece. The evening's artist will be Penny Rubin, featuring sunflowers, and it's $28 per person. That includes all your art supplies and 2 glasses of wine, and aprons will also be provided. You can register in Clubhouse 1. It starts, registration already started on Thursday, or actually starts Thursday, January 10th. and there's only 20 spaces available, so make sure you sign up right away. You can call 597-4281 or email at recreation@vmsinc.org. And then one last thing is if you want to be in South Pacific, IVC is looking for people to participate in their auditions, which will be at the Performing Arts Center's main stage at Irvine Valley College. And it's going to be Tuesday, January 22nd and Wednesday, January 23rd. So if you guys want more information about that, you can go to their website, which is right there actually email at lmoran@ivc.edu. Okay, so let's take a look at our weather. As Ken mentioned, it looks like we just might have some rain coming our way. You look outside today and you wouldn't believe it. But in any case, it's going to be the high 60s today, and then kind of in the 60s the rest of the week. And the lows are somewhere in the 50s. Excuse me. Actually 47 to the lows tonight, 49 lows tomorrow, and that's increasing chance of light drizzle. 65 and 48 Thursday, and Friday cloudy with evening rain. And then Saturday we have 59, 48. And then around town, we have mostly in the 60s again. Beaches are 63, San Diego 69, Foothills 68, and Big Bear 48, 27, and Palm Springs 68, 48. Still too cold for me to go there. Anyway, other than that, what's going to be on tomorrow? We have highlights of the Theater Guild will be here, as well as the Soul Club. So that should be very interesting. And remember, stay tuned right after our morning newscast at 9:30. We have the United Board meeting. Have a great day in the Village, and we'll see you tomorrow.